Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Michael Leyva from Epson, product manager on the Moverio line, and take a look at what he's wearing. Michael, give us an overview, first of all, of a little background about the Moverio line at Epson.
Sure. So most people's first question with Epson is, how did you guys get in to the smart glasses business? I think of you more for printers.
Right, people
Exactly.
think of printers when they think of Epson.
But the key thing to remember with Epson is that one of our strongest markets is projector market. We're a worldwide leader. We're bigger than the next 6 or 7 competitors combined, actually. And so we leveraged our display technology with our projector division, and I'll show you with the glasses. We essentially put 2 little micro displays, one in each side of the glasses. So we're leveraging the R&D, kind of the background expertise we have from another division, and using that to build this pair of glasses.
And this is a brand new version of the Moverio. This is called the BT 35E.
That's correct. So all previous Moverio products have been Android based. What we mean by that is we started back in 2011. We've come out with 3 successive generations and a total of 7 products. And all of them had an internal chipset, and they also ran on the Android operating system. Now, while that's been great, it's allowed us to build a lot of custom applications. We've partnered with developers, with software companies in the ecosystem. At the same time, we received a ton of feedback over these last 5, 6, 7 years for a way to use our display with a variety of devices. And what I mean by that is people specifically asked for HDMI or any connectivity just to bring in a video signal from devices that you and I and everyone else might already have at home. So a few examples of that. Some people said, hey, wait, Epson, I come out with a new, or companies come out with a new phone every 6 to 12 months at this point. Those phones have a lot of computing power. What if I could plug into that? Or at home, I have a very large, powerful PC with unlimited computing power relative to a mobile device. What if I could plug into that? So there's all these devices that they just wanted to open up connectivity and compatibility with, and that's what this new product does.
Very interesting. Now, initially, I think when Epson got into this business, you were thinking of kind of industrial business applications that the glasses could be used for. And now you're doing some fun things for people who like to fly drones.
That's correct. So one of the hypotheses, as you mentioned, we initially had was that commercial and industrial would certainly be areas where augmented reality and Moverio would find their natural fit. And those have been great areas for us. But the drone market came up a few years ago through our partnership with DJI. DJI is the world leader in drones, very dominant market share and position. And we started working with some of their pilots who came up to us for a specific reason. They said, Epson, one thing with flying a drone, for those who have and those who haven't, is that when you're outside on a bright sunny day, it can be hard to see your phone or tablet. And they use the phone or tablet to get video signal directly from the drone to see where it is and line up their shot. And they also use it for key telemetry data, how high it is, what the battery life is, map, things like that. And one issue was if you're looking down on that bright day, you might not be able to make out everything on the screen. And then also importantly, you're looking down. And your drone, as you can imagine, is typically up high in the air. So they said—
One would hope so. Anyway.
You would hope, yeah, unless it's coming down. But with our glasses, what they said is they're transparent. We can get all the same info that we would have already had on our phone or tablet, and now kind of put it up in front of our eyes in a manner where we can both keep visual line of sight with the drone, which is a requirement now from the FAA, along with have the key data we need for a safe and productive flight. So that became a huge market for us, and the partnership with DJI has really allowed us to ensure we're fully compatible across all the different platforms that they make, and that also we're listening and supporting their users by building new customized applications.
Very cool. And you can do some really nifty things in terms of controlling the camera, etc. With this, with some new capabilities that you've got coming along, right?
We do. So we're working on custom apps with DJI that, as you said, give enhanced connectivity, enhanced capability from a feature perspective. We get asked for stuff all the time, including how can you make my display as easy as possible to see through so that I can keep an eye on that drone at all times. The other thing we get a lot of questions about with respect to this new product, I'll just hold this little box up here. This is the key difference versus our other products. This is a little interface unit. What it allows is it has ports on the bottom for HDMI and USB Type-C. In the drone context, what that allows is that there's a variety of aircraft that have an HDMI out port, and now you can simply plug that in to this little box and then have a safe flight. You get the same content, you get the video content, the telemetry data, and you're kind of compatible across just about any drone that has a video out signal. And that, we believe, is a big revolution for us in being able to offer our strong display technology in a new way with new platforms.
And as you were talking about before, beyond drones,
Yes.
you've got a lot of entertainment value here. If you've got an HDMI input with this, you can, I guess, watch just about anything you want to.
That's a great point. And honestly, we think there's a ton of possibilities, some of which we don't even know yet, because there's so many, as you said, entertainment, gaming, industrial, all sorts of places where people might have a source device, a phone, a computing system, something where they want a wearable display. At the end of the day, the cool thing about glasses is it frees people from having a fixed display, meaning a TV monitor or a computer monitor, or with certain industrial equipment being fixed in that position. Now they can run a cable via HDMI or USB-C to the device and have all that info right in front of them in hopefully a convenient and comfortable and ergonomic way. So we do believe, as you said, there's so much, maybe there's gaming, maybe there's entertainment value in having a portable heads-up display system that you can wear and have all that content right in front of you.
How long is the battery life?
So the cool thing is this new one actually doesn't even have a battery in it. And so all it does is convert video essentially, and it relies on the source device. So for a lot of the devices we would plug into, like a drone, these drones often have hot swappable batteries in the flight remote. So battery is not an issue to them in terms of draining it, especially because this is just mirroring a display like a monitor would and not extracting too much power. For other contexts, for example, using a phone, it depends on the manufacturer, because you would be drawing a little bit of the power off of that phone device. And then for things like computers, you often have those plugged in, so it again depends on the source device, because you'll remember that this little unit does not have the battery inside. So the only other option would be if you don't want to pull power off of your quote-unquote source device, you could bring an external battery pack, like a Mofi or something like that. We'd rather not. We'd rather eliminate the number of things that are plugged in, but often we find that that could be a solution.
Portable battery pack.
That's correct.
Tell me about pricing and availability.
Sure. So Epson, we have a whole portfolio. This new product will be priced at $899. It's coming out in mid-September. It is targeting more of a commercial use case with that price point. But down the road, we may have new products in this line of this interface style that we would bring in at a lower price. Our other products in our portfolio that we currently sell, the BT300 is at $699. That's our everyday consumer prosumer model. And then we also have an industrial model that's called the ANSI edition. That's for safety glass and protective eyewear certification. And that one retails for $1,199.
And is your main competition today the heads-up displays that some companies sell with drones, etc.?
That's a great question. I'd say honestly our biggest competition is just no heads-up display at all. So the average user is of course still just mainly using their phone or tablet because they already have a phone or tablet they can connect when flying with their drone. There's not a lot of other headsets out there, especially transparent. Some people have opted to use VR style devices, but technically speaking you're not really allowed to use those anymore because they don't allow you to see the drone. So in the transparent binocular area, we're really kind of standing alone. And for us, because we have the partnership with DJI, it's allowing us to be their, right now, sole provider of a transparent system. So our biggest thing is just increasing awareness, showing people that there's added value versus using the phone you already had in your pocket. And I do think you're right, though, that over time, competitors will come into this space as they see the increased adoption of this type of technology.
For more information, where can people go?
So go to our website. It's just epson.com/Moverio, Moverio. Also, our YouTube channel is just youtube.com/Moverio. Lots of videos, product videos, use case, software, everything like that.
Great stuff, and we look forward to seeing what's next. Michael Leyva, thanks for taking the time with us.
No problem. Thank you very much.